Hi, and this is Lisette, and welcome to another episode of My Perspective Mondays. You know what? Today we're going to have a good time. So happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, and happy Hanukkah.
There you go.
See, I got it right. So you know what? I love you guys today, and we're just going to be talking about some good old holiday topics, okay? So I would like to know, what is your favorite tradition? What is a tradition that you guys do in your family?
I think I could start it off. We have one tradition. I am Christian and Jewish, so my family, I get all the presents 2 times a year, which is amazing, and I have so much fun with that. But I love to see everything mixed together, and we have traditions of playing dreidel dreidel, which is a game where you spin the dreidel, and we play with, you're supposed to play with currency. We play with like little gold coins that are chocolate, and it's so cool. Nice when you win the pot. It feels amazing.
So do you have the menorah and the Christmas tree side by side there?
We do. We light the menorah every night for all 8 nights, and then we sometimes take it down, or we'll have separate houses because different parts of my family celebrate it. And some parts that are Jewish don't want to have a Christmas tree in their house.
Best of both worlds.
It really is. Cool. But we also have like a lot of food traditions. I would say on Christmas morning we have like a cinnamon roll kind of apple thing, and it's so delicious.
That sounds delicious.
It really is.
What's a dreidel?
So
it's like a top,
it is,
right?
Yeah, so it's like a small wooden, I would say, not a dice, but it has like kind of a rounded bottom so that you can spin it, and it has a little like handle on the top. It's kind of hard to explain.
I think game's like 3,000 years old. That toy's like 3,000 years old.
It has a lot of history in it, but it's fun to play, and it's fun when you.
A friend of mine gave my son one once. A Jewish friend of mine did that. So that's how I know. Yeah.
Well, my favorite thing about tradition to do is like when our family gets together. We usually go to Maryland. We just go over each other's houses. Certain person cooks breakfast, dinner, just stuff like that.
What y'all cook for dinner? I mean,
turkey, ham, basically Thanksgiving all over again. Maybe just a little bit more Christmas.
Thanksgiving all over again. Mm-hmm. Can you spare another Thanksgiving? Please. Okay. I can't take it. Not another one.
The ham is the most popular dish at Christmas time. And the other thing that makes it different from Thanksgiving, though, usually is Christmas cookies are very popular. I'm so. But I mean, that's the most popular sweet. Mm-hmm. Not right with me, but I did a little Googling before I came here. but ham was number one.
What are your favorite sweets then? Like, what sweets do you like?
Or anything chocolate, Ooh. But I mean,
so you're a chocolate monster.
Yeah, well, and pies, apple pie, pecan pie, chocolate pecan pie, stuff like that. So, but I don't turn anything down.
Gingerbread? You don't like to decorate them? You don't like to
No, I'm sorry.
No way.
I just
decorate.
Well, the thing that's important, I think, is notice, and we're going to give you a chance here in a minute. Start.
Yeah,
but when people talk about Christmas, we spend so much effort trying to get the right gift and whatnot, especially for children. But that's not what's really important. I'm not trying to preach here, but most people, when they think about Christmas, they think about Christmas traditions, not so much the gifts they got. There may be one gift somewhere along the line that kind of stood out. For me, it was a bike when I was a kid. And last year, it was a Sonos subscription and a Spotify subscription. So those were good gifts, okay? But used as traditions, though. It's food, decorations, family get-togethers, all the things you just talked about. We're leaving you out of this.
We ain't gonna leave you out.
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing.
And he's a newbie here, folks, so we want to be nice to him. So.
What are the traditions that you like? What are some traditions that you do other than some of the stuff we said?
Well, that's just about it. We do all the same things. We focus mostly on the kids though, as far as that, and do a lot of fun stuff with kids.
This is my tradition. What we do at our house, we always manage to open our gifts on Christmas Eve. Can you imagine that? Forget that waking up Christmas morning, That stuff is lame. Do it on Christmas Eve. That's what we do.
December
Get it out of the
24th
way.
is the best day of the year.
Hold that right there, and we're gonna be right back in a few minutes, maybe even.
Maybe.
And we're back. You know what? During the holidays, people get really sad and down to get those blues. What do you do, or what have you done in the past to kind of like smooth over those blues?
Well, I'd say first off, the holiday blues are real. Some people are likely to get more depressed at Christmas time than others, but there's an urban legend out there. Still really answer your question, but I want to go ahead and dispel that to the people in YouTube land. All right, you can Google this and find it yourself. All right, but the urban legend is that suicides go up during Christmas time, and that's not really true. What they say is that suicides tend to go up, say, in January after Christmas, but not so much during Christmas. It's just when you hear about a suicide during the Christmas season, you think, suicides are on the increase. But nevertheless, it is a real thing. You think about loved ones you've lost or loved ones you're apart from, things like that. And my remedy is, a treatment, is do what you do all year round, or you should do. And that is, 1, don't isolate, be around people. And 2, especially for people who are of drinking age, don't drown your sorrows because when you try to do that, that's exactly what you do, is drown your sorrows.
Right.
So,
but the sorrows is really not going anywhere.
It makes it
right
worse.
There when you get, when you come off your highs.
Alcohol is a depressant, it makes it worse. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's different for people and how they express it and how they get through it. And I think that sometimes isolation, like slight isolation, can be okay to just take a moment for yourself. And I hope that you can do that, and I hope that you can have that time for yourself. But you also, you do need to be around those people, because this is a great time. It really is, to be around people and to celebrate what you have. And even if it's not very much, you can always focus on the little things.
Yeah.
And the fact that people still have food on the table, some people don't even have that, which is amazing to be grateful for it. And I think that focusing on the things you can be grateful for is good.
Okay. Come on, answer.
That is so true.
Who else?
Do you want to go?
Oh yeah. So I think a good way to deal with the holiday blues is to do something that you like as far as listening to music or something like that. Because I'm a truck driver, so I'm alone most of the time by myself, and sometimes I get blues in general. So listening to music.
It's not confined to Christmas.
Yeah.
If you have that lonely.
Yeah, of course. So listening to music.
What kind of
and
music
stuff
do you listen to?
Beyonce.
If it makes you happy, if it makes you laugh like that, by all means do it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Do you guys ever have times where
Wait a minute, hold on there, cowgirl. Now, hold on. Maybe y'all should come up here first anyway. But
yeah.
But anyways, I was gonna say to listen to music too, but not just any kind of music, especially during holidays. Listen to Christmas music, music that makes you feel good, that empowers you. Also, just go outside, look at the lights, just seeing all the lights flashing. That should bring you up.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's interesting because I'm definitely experiencing it. Going through the blues and everything. Sometimes people are going through divorce or all kinds of things and death they're going through. But, if you just know that greater times are coming.
Well, the first Christmas, the first Christmas after I lost my father was kind of a tough one, But,
so how did you deal with it?
Well, we got together. And what Abby said about, isolating sometimes, that's true. And it also depends on the personality too. But people who tend to be depressed tend to be the type that isolate themselves too much. And that makes the problem worse. And you really can't force it by being around people all the time. But don't get off in a room and sulk to yourself about how bad things are. Even if you have problems, it just makes it worse.
And not only that, but if sometimes you just have to, like you say, be around people. Talk to somebody. You have to talk to someone that you can
And
trust
if it's persistent
and
and it's-
let them know how you feel.
And if it's persistent and it's bad, you seek professional help.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's going into depression. And you know what? So, there's a lot of things that we can say to just the things that we say. There's a lot more other things that you can do. But the main thing is don't you give up, because everybody go through something, at some time or the other. And I know sometimes the holidays, leave that void, but whatever you do, don't you give up. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
All right, welcome back to My Perspective Mondays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Festivus episode. And the next topic we'll talk about is your favorite movie or TV show. I will start off with my favorite movie, which again I Googled, and it's the most popular Christmas movie of all time. Jimmy Stewart from the 1940s, It's a Wonderful Life.
I loved it.
Which was a movie, it bombed when it came out, but it became a classic on TV reruns. So, who's next?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
for it.
I was like, how old?
Cultural literacy here, folks. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, one of my favorite movies, it's actually because it's my dad's favorite, and it's White Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a classic, it really is, and I just love it for some reason. There's something about a White Christmas. I've never really had it because I'm from North Carolina, obviously.
Same here.
So I've never.
So
well,
Irving Berlin music,
experienced it.
Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye in that movie, by the way.
Yes, and they sing, and I've sung a little bit, and I love to sing, so I have a lot of fun with that.
So Abigail, you've only had a Black Christmas?
What? No. No.
I said Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, everything.
I meant snow, guys. I meant snow.
We just-
I've never
we just
had
basically-
a White Christmas.
See, our director's high-fiving our sound guy now. He got a good one
No,
in.
it's
So.
not.
That was funny.
On my attention.
Yeah.
But it is my favorite movie. It's a classic. It's not a lot of people's favorite movies, but I think that it's not as animated or as
Right.
fun as some, but I have a lot of fun with it. I really think it's nice.
Well, my favorite one is Frosty the Snowman. I like Frosty the Snowman, and my absolute favorite is the Grinch. You know what? That poor little dog. He took all that. He took all that.
You mean the movie or the cartoon?
I'm talking about the movie.
Okay.
How he loaded the poor dog down with all kinds of presents, and the poor little dog was struggling to go over the hill, and the poor sled went over the dog. He went over the dog.
Some modern
I thought that
classic,
was so funny. I mean, that's just like, I just love that movie, Jim. I loved it. I just really loved it.
Well, my favorite was Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
yes.
only my favorite because my mom
Sound guy
forced
too.
it.
You see that hand go up there?
Yeah. My mom kind of
Well, you
forced
did.
it on us because it was her favorite, so she made us watch it all the time. So.
Shouldn't
But
force it.
what little part in that Home Alone that really stood out in your memory?
The part that stood out in my memory, I would have to say,
What about Joe
the
Pesci?
part where she realized when she lost her son wasn't there with her.
Right.
And she was like, Kevin.
Oh, you didn't do it like you really mean it. Break that microphone.
I liked it when he put the nails on the floor and the guy
Oh yeah,
his
his
foot.
stepson.
That's the one.
One smart 7-year-old kid there.
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
I mean, I think I really like that. And what about you, Henry?
Well.
Medea Christmas?
No, honestly, my favorite Christmas movie is always going to be my favorite. Will be The Polar Express. I love that movie. I will watch it 1,000 times over and over again. I don't care who likes it, who doesn't. My favorite part in that whole movie is when the girl sings. She's on the train and she's looking at the northern lights in the sky, and she just starts singing.
You better go.
It's
Go on
just,
now.
I still want to figure out how he did the ticket.
right.
That was
Look.
pretty cool.
Whatever.
Man,
Just like
tickets.
And speaking of Medea, the Medea Christmas, I really like the one where she's a When the character, I mean, it's just so funny, it's just, I just love comedy. I'm sorry.
Me too,
It's just really,
absolutely.
really funny to me.
Abigail's laughing and she has no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Be Christmas. I've actually watched the
Oh my
movies.
gosh, for real?
Yeah.
Tell me a scene. Let me listen.
Yeah, I want to hear something.
Okay, so my favorite one was the it's actually out of the Medea movies. It was the scary one where they're in like the lake house and they're walking across the lake and they had to go to the bathroom and they like got scared when they were going back and it ended up just being oh my god, I forgot who it ended up being.
The mom
But it was
woman.
yeah. And they scared those kids so
thought we was talking
hard,
about
and
the
I was
Christmas
laughing,
ones.
and then she started freaking out because it was.
She was on the toilet.
Yeah.
She's talking about Boo too.
Yeah, I thought we were
know what
talking
we're
about
talking
the
about.
Christmas movie. I'm confused.
And I also like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I love Rudolph. He sure
Do you
did.
really like it, or do you feel
I
like you
love
have
it.
to like it?
No, I used to watch this when I was a child, and I loved it because the poor little, but really honestly, I liked it, the abominable snow creature, because he had those long fingernails, and the big eyes, and I just love that. I love the abominable snow creature, but I really love the meaning because sometimes you can be different. And just because you're different, people don't quite get you. I'm kind of different like that. But I love that movie. It had a great meaning.
Let me throw in
to it,
something here about Rudolph. That's the story behind the writing of the words, not the music, but the writing of the words, by a guy named Bob May, Chicago. And it's interesting because he wrote that song because he was bullied as a child.
Really?
Yeah, and he wrote the song because it was during the Depression. His wife was dying of cancer. He didn't have a present for his daughter. And so he fashioned a little homemade book, a story, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He read that book to his daughter. And then one thing led to another. A song was written about it. No one wanted to record it. Bing Crosby didn't want it. Dinah Shore didn't want it. Gene Autry took the song, the singing cowboy, because his wife urged him to because she felt sorry for Rudolph. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Isn't that something? That's
Right.
good to find out.
That's a
stuff
great
like
story.
That.
That song's a great
is.
story.
I was, I didn't like the way they didn't let him play it in any of the games.
Yeah.
Like that. That's Rudolph. Don't nobody mess
Oh, but
on
he
Rudolph
came through at
now.
the end of the day.
Don't
though.
do it.
He came
This
through.
is so out of the blue, but I don't know if this is a Christmas movie or not. But would this be considered a Christmas movie? Brokeback Mountain.
I've never seen that.
No,
I don't know.
In some parallel universe, it might be a
That's
Christmas
like
movie.
how people
because
argue
they're in
about
the
Die
mountains
Hard.
and the snow. It's Christmassy.
I thought you were gonna say something like Die Hard.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Die
Die
Hard
Hard,
too.
yeah.
I thought
No.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Brokeback.
I don't think I've even saw that movie, but I heard about it.
I've never
I
seen
don't
it.
think it would be.
Die Hard's
Christmas.
become a Christmas
Why?
movie. I don't know why.
I think it's a Christmas
I
movie.
don't
It's
think so.
based around Christmas.
What?
It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas party that it's happening at. It's
Yeah, that's true.
Christmas.
It's just it's
you
not
know?
my favorite. Is all. It's fine.
Wait, we having like 3 different conversations. I'm confused.
Okay.
because I got 5
Who
different
can
my
name
perspectives.
the reindeers? Let me hear it.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and
Donald
Vixen,
and
Blitzen.
Comet and
Cupid
Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall?
The most famous reindeer of all.
Who's Vincent?
There's not Vincent.
Vinny.
Well, that's 9.
That's not his name.
They didn't say the right ones. They just didn't name them. So I
Cupid, Donner,
everybody's
Nancy,
name.
I got a question from you guys from the pit back here.
Come on,
Do
Pit.
you know
I know the Muffin
song,
Man.
The song during Christmas that's sung out of order the most.
Jingle bell, jingle.
I know exactly what it
Did you
is.
know?
Sung out of
It's
order?
Mary
Did you
Lord, where I send thee.
No,
No, that ain't the one.
The 12 Days of Christmas.
That's the
Oh
one.
my gosh, yes.
I told you that was the one.
I actually know that song though. That's actually one
I
that I
should
Day of
know.
Christmas.
I've read and studied, but still can't
I'm
memorize
gonna
it.
be.
I mean, it gets hard after the 5th day. But
So, what are some of our final thoughts about Christmas and about everything?
That was real smooth the way you went into that. It's like nobody behind
yeah,
the
you just
camera
like,
prompted you.
okay.
Ashley's good.
It's all good.
Well, honestly, my final thoughts on Christmas would be, Christmas is a great time to just get together with your family and just, spend time together and come together because the rest of the year, could be bad. There's traumas and stuff you go through, but that one holiday at the end of the year always closes it out and gets you ready for the new year.
Wait, so how about let's share a moment from Christmas, like one of our favorite Christmas moments to share it out.
I don't have a typical favorite moment, but every moment for Christmas for me was a favorite because it was just so joyful, and it you know, as a child coming from nothing and not really being able to get a lot of things, to get things which is not materialistic, but it just felt good to be able to have something because, like you said, some people don't have a Christmas.
That's amazing.
You know what? You know, to put all joking aside, you know, yes, you know, I'm looking forward to Christmas, and to me, my final point is that Christmas is not about how expensive the gift is. You know, I know, you know, people give the gifts, this, that, and other, and all that is good. Even when I was a child, thinking about like the moment, you know, the moments of the, you know, when I was a child and everything of Christmas, you know, my dad would give me a certain amount of money. I would go to the dollar store. And what I would do is that I would buy my family gifts with that little bitty money at the dollar store. And because I love to give. And you know what? That's what's so special about Christmas, because it's all about how Christ was born and how he gave his life for this world. God gave his son. That's the greatest gift you can give. And if you cannot give a whole lot of expensive stuff, don't worry about that. It's not all about that.
Mm-hmm. And my mom always said
A favorite Christmas memory of mine, not the favorite, but a favorite one that popped in my head when the question was asked, was when I was a kid. In those days, you know, you couldn't go out and buy nice fiberglass basketball backboards, you know. And I still believed in Santa Claus at the time. I think I was 16 or 17. No, but anyway, I was a little younger than that. But my dad made a backboard out of wood.
Really?
And when I came down Christmas morning, that backboard was sitting in the living room.
That's beautiful.
And how did Santa get the backboard down the chimney? Because we had a chimney. But one of my favorite memories is that particular gift because my dad made it.
Wow. That's awesome.
Well, my favorite Christmas memory would definitely have to be when we caught Mama eating the cookies that was for Santa. It was my favorite because like I was trying to tell everybody that Santa did not eat those cookies. It was Mama. So like
That's funny.
that's just something that always stuck with me. So I would have to say that's my favorite.
Wow.
I think, I don't know if I have a favorite moment, but my favorite part about Christmas is really just being around people. I don't get to see my family very often, and it does make me so happy when everyone can be there, all sides of the family, everyone from up north, down south, everybody can be together, which doesn't happen very often, but I'm so grateful when it does.
Well, you have a lot more Christmases to come, too.
I do.
A lot more than I do, by the way.
I'm really excited, but I'm excited to see the family and how it changes in everyone's careers and their lives and kind of grow with them. I think that's amazing to see.
it's like a meeting for your family.
It is. It's a real reunion
All
throughout
right.
the year.
You know, this is good. I really, really had a great time with you guys today. And I pray that, you know, on your Christmas holiday, that you would just be happy, you will have life and you have love, and that you will just celebrate it with whatever family you have, whoever's around you, celebrate it like that and just appreciate life and being here. You be blessed and you have, let's say it, a Merry Christmas.
Happy festivals. Happy festivals.
And happy Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
All of that, happy.